So today we'll start the unit third, that is electromagnetics wave propagation in unbounded media. What is unbounded media? That is where the wave is free to move any direction, and it is not constrained by uh, any any boundary or something like that. So we will be studying the wave propagation in that unbounded media or the free media. So we have studied the wave in the last turn, and we know that any function of this type, you of any function of in x minus vt will represent the wave. That the it is the phenomena that occurs at one place at a given time, which is reproduced at the other place for the later times. So as the time passes, this function will be reproduced in the different places. So it seems like it's moving. So it is general. It may be any function, but now and it may be any direction. We have just focused for the one particular direction, but in general it can be in any direction. So here now we will have a specific case of the wave, which is called the uniform plane wave. And what is uniform plane wave? The wave in which the electric field is independent of the two dimensions of space and is a function of only third dimension, and definitely it is a function of time. So it is a function of one dimension and the time, whereas the direction which are perpendicular to this third dimensions, the electric field is independent. What is mean by this one? That is, if you have, for example, you have x direction, and let this will be y direction. So this is x and this is y and this is z. So if you have electric field, for example, this is an electric field, that this electric field is there. So if you move along the x direction, the direction and the magnitude of this electric field may change with the x for a particular time, a fixed time. It may be like this and so on. But when you move in the y direction or the z direction, the electric field remains same. We are talking about it at particular time, specific time. With time, the phenomena will change. But if we watching at a particular time, the electric field may vary along the x direction, but when you go into the y direction, the magnitude and the direction remains same. Similarly, if you go in the z direction, it will remain constant. So we are talking about the in one direction it is changing, and the direction which is perpendicular these two is the electric field is independent. Similarly, we can take any direction. It is not an x. We can have any other direction. We can move along. For example, we can take this direction. So if this is a direction, so along this, the electric field is changing, but the direction which is perpendicular to this direction, the one is this one, perpendicular here, this direction, and which is perpendicular to this. So along these two direction, the wave will not change. The electric field will not change. That is mean. So we will take, for simplicity, we will take the x direction here. So let's say this is the x such as x direction. It is a function of x, and y on z it is independent. So then the general wave equation is become, on the last one we have seen, del square E equals to mu E del square E over del T. So this is the wave equation. The solution of this will give you the wave. So for uniform wave varying in x direction, the wave equation becomes here. So you could open the Laplacian here. It will become del square E over del square and so on. Now, as E is a function of x only, the electric field, so the double derivative of E with respect to y and z will give you the 0. So the now equation become del square E over del square is equals to mu E del square E over del T. Now E can be break into three components. There is Ex, Ey, and Ez. For example, if E is this vector particularly, so we can have a three component Ex, Ey, and Ez. So here we have, now I can replace E with this their component and three dimension, that is EX plus EY plus EZ. Similarly, you can open this here also. So now equating the each component, so del square Ex over del x square equals to mu E del square Ex over del t. If you equate, for example, if you equate the component along x direction, so this is the component along x direction. Similarly, if you want to compare the y direction, then the double derivative of Ey with respect to x will be equals to mu E double derivative of Ey with respect to t. So here we got now three equations to be followed. Now, if in the region, what we assume that we have taken the medium which is free of charges and which have a zero current density. That is, there is no current is flowing in the medium. So for that case, del dot E equals to 1 over epsilon del dot D, which just is 0 for the region with no free charges. Then this will equals to 0. Now del dot E equals to 0. Now again, obtaining a divergence of E with respect to their component, it will become opening this del Ex over del X plus this two terms equals to 0. Again, Ey is independent to Y and Z. So their component will also be independent to Y and Z. So these two will become 0. And what it means that it means that Ex equals to 0. What you're getting from Ex equals to 0, that Ex is independent to x. There will be no argument x in the function of Ex. So for example, it may be some sort of like that. So Ex may be somehow maybe some constant 2 minus, for example, Vt square and so on. And so here, if Ex equals to 0 with or constant with x, now using equation 1, putting this one here, when del Ex over del x is 0, so del square Ex over del x square will also be 0. So it means this term will also be 0. So what it means that here, it means that this del square Ex over del t square equal to 0. It will be 0 only when we have a three condition. Either Ex is 0 or Ex is constant with time. If you have a constant with time, then if we take first derivative, it will become constant, and then we take second derivative, it will become zeros. Similarly, if you have value uniform with time, sorry, if it constant with time, it will be first derivative will be 0 and second derivative will be 0. If you are varying with uniform time, then first derivative will comes out to be some constant value and the second derivative will comes out to be 0. So we have three options: either Ex should be 0, or Ex is constant with time, or Ex varies uniformly with time. But these two motion will not represent wave motion. Sorry, these two electric field will not represent the any type of wave motion, because if we take these two cases here, for example, if you have Ex, for example, we take particular case where first del over del x equals to 0. So we take some function whose del Ex by del x will be 0 and should be some sort of wave. So let some sort of in the form of x minus Vt. So the only option is here what we can have Ex is, for example, you can have a 4 minus some Vt. Now when you take that del Ex over del t, then it will be 0. If you take x here, then it will be not 0. So we have to omit the x. There should be no x. Now uh, in this case, what is this function? So this is constant with x. If you take particular time, it is some constant value 4 and with x. Now, if you vary the time, so though it will be shifted, but it will not look like to be a wave because it is already a constant value. So if you vary with time, so it will not represent a wave motion. It will not look like that some function is moving in x direction, but it will remain the same function. So this function, which is a linear function of time, will not exhibit any wave motion. Similarly, if we take some constant with time, for example, if you take, for example, 8, then again this is not a wave. Or third option is ex is equal to 0. So here what it means that these two, if we take ex constant with time or ex varies with uniformly with time, particularly with when ex is independent to x, then these two fields will not represent the wave motion. So only option we have is the left is the that ex should be equals to 0. That ex equals to 0. What it means that there in a uniform plane wave which is moving in the x direction, because we have seen that this type of wave which is independent to other direction, so wave will look like to be move in the x direction. What we have seen in the last time, that it will look like to be moving in the x direction. So with the wave which is moving in the x direction has no x component of e. So here, if you have this x direction, so it means if you take any electric field here, a function, so it will move in this x direction. So what it means, it will have it may have three along this one, it may have the three component, this field, this one, and here this one, and here this one. So these three component, or you can take in this direction the negative of y, this is the y direction. So this three component will also vary in x, but what we have seen that this component is 0. So only what we have, the wave, this electric field will be the sum of these two component, and thus this will not be in this direction, but it will be rather in this plane lying in the y and z plane. So here what it will be, that the this now will be equals to this one in this plane. It will be live in this plane. So what we have seen that now there is no x component of the wave which is moving in the x direction. The same analysis you can done for the magnetic field also, and you will see that there is also no x component of x which is moving in the x direction. So that what is a summary, that the uniform plane wave are transverse and have no component of E and H in the direction of propagation, but they have only the component in the direction perpendicular to the direction of propagation. So what we have seen, that if the wave is moving in this direction, so the electric field may be in any direction but should be perpendicular to this one. So it may be either it may be here, or it may be coming out like this one, or here. So this will be perpendicular to this plane, which is the plane perpendicular to the x direction. This this will lie in this plane, which is perpendicular to the x direction. So it means you can say the electric and magnetic field will be transverse. Trans means they should be perpendicular to the direction of propagation. So if the wave is moving in this direction, then the electric field vector will have a direction which is lying in the plane which is perpendicular to this one. So this is an important conclusion here, that the electromagnetic waves which are moving in the free space are transverse. That means if they're moving in a particular direction, the electric field and magnetic field will be perpendicular to both the perpendicular to the direction of the propagation, which is wave is looks like to be moving.